It's the best versus the beast. CM Punk taking on Brock Lesnar. This is a matchup fueled by passion, ego, jealousy, and betrayal.
It all started with Paul Heyman's backstabbing betrayal of Punk to align himself with Brock Lesnar. Now Punk wants vengeance. He wants justice to prove CM Punk is still the best in the world, even without Heyman by his side.
But without him, Heyman says Punk is nothing, that he leveled up by moving on to Brock Lesnar. Heyman and Lesnar are on to bigger and better things after putting this CM Punk business to rest here at SummerSlam. Paul Heyman said recently that Brock Lesnar is currently in the best fighting shape of his life. And guys, that's a very frightening thought.
Consider everything Brock has been able to accomplish before now, before being at his best. The fastest rise in WWE history, the biggest title in all of MMA.
Strong count. Watch out!
Body from the top.
Size, weight, MMA expertise. What advantage doesn't Brock Lesnar have over CM Punk?
Oh, please don't tell Brock I said this, but wit and guile. Punk can be tricky. Blast off! Through the air, and connects!
Wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
Looking to take the legs out. Something to note tonight, Brock Lesnar is dominant, but beatable. He lost his return match after a decade away to John Cena. He lost to Triple H at WrestleMania earlier this year.
Well, not to disparage the game, but Triple H only won 1 of 3 matches against Brock over the last year. And as for Cena, you can bet that Lesnar is laser focused on getting revenge. Taking flight! Reckless abandon. My God, that was nuts. Absolutely insane.
Point of the elbow, nailed it. Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
Oh, straight into the ring post.
And if Brock Lesnar looked at me like that, I think I'd run the other way. Uh-oh. From the apron, this isn't going to be good. Oh, suplex!
Corey, I know earlier tonight you said a no DQ environment favors the Beast, but I think this stipulation may just be the saving grace for CM Punk this evening. If Punk can grab a hold of something at ringside, it can be an equalizer.
I will concede that if Punk can somehow keep Brock from using weapons while wielding one of his own, he will have the advantage. But consider this. Brock Lesnar now has illegal holds at his disposal. Brock Lesnar can now use his inhuman strength to swing a steel chair at CM Punk or throw Punk through a table. There's nothing more frightening to me than the idea of Brock Lesnar having no limits to his brutality.
Grabbing that willow from under the apron here.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
At the moment, Brock has no answer for Punk's raw determination.
No doubt about it. This is just an extreme insult to injury. Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this.
Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
And guys, Punk might have this. He's got victory in his sights with Brock in this condition.
Lesnar timed that just right. Impressive awareness from him. Good Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
Brock must be phased after this string of action.
Somehow, Punk has Brock Lesnar on the back foot here. Turns them inside out with a dragon screw.
And as is so often the case when a man faces Brock Lesnar, Punk finds himself taking on early attacks. And he heads back into the ring.
And Lesnar is clearly looking for a fight here.
Boom!
1,
Focusing their attack on the arm.
Ooh, nothing pretty. Punch to the Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the...
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to...
Up high!
You gotta be kidding me!
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one.
Perched up top.
All the way down to the floor.
A bit of a miscalculation on that attempt.
And that miscalculation could be the deciding factor in this match.
I wasn't sure Punk could keep up with Lesnar's hits, but here we are.
Two aggressive stars, so well matched, not in terms of physicality, but mentality.
Moves from the ring to the outside.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Nails the GTS. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Jumping neckbreaker. Ouch. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Yeah, Punk's wearing down. Perched up top. Whoa, look out. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there. Reversed it right into the suplex. Oh my gosh, going head on into the stairs.
Time to back up as the announce desk gets cleared off.
And he turned it around.
Well-placed elbow fights that off. Great wherewithal to dodge there.
And Lesnar can't stop any offense coming his way.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Sharps. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Such an underhanded tactic there. Sliding back into the ring. And what's he looking for here?
And bringing it.
And remember, guys, this is the no disqualification match. Punk looking to put it away with a GTS to Lesnar. Lesnar's down. Cover by Punk. And this is just the worst position Punk can be in.
Well, it just goes to show you never turn your back.
Hit on CM Punk. And he kicks out of the pin and one.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How is he still going like this?
Tossed by the neck.
Clubbing blow. Oof. Finds a straight shot to the gut to get out of trouble. Punk sidesteps out of that. Both superstars showing great awareness of their opponent lifted up.
Stops that offense from connect.
Brace for impact. Here it comes. The Beast Incarnate with it.
There's an F5 coming through.
Will that close Punk out?
Into the cover. He's still in this fight.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And I'll tell you this, Brock Lesnar does not appreciate that kind of defiance. It's sure to raise his ire. But I think those constant attacks to his torso are running up.
Yeah, Cole, this could happen. It looks like he could get it done here.
Brock's done. CM Punk overcame the Beast. And Paul Heyman schemes.
The winner of this match, CM Punk!
What a moment for CM Punk, proving the doubters, proving Paul Heyman wrong. On his own, with no one backing him up, CM Punk is still the best in the world.
Not even a beast can stand in his way. Defeating Lesnar.
When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his Future Shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2.
Hate is a word we don't use a lot around WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have for each other.
These two have vowed to destroy each other, to end each other's career. Shoulders down. We could have had this wrapped up. Not sure why he let up. Face first. Setting up. He makes the choice to abandon the hold. And now he's going to the top rope. From above. From the top. Diving double axe handle. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
The steel chair does not get much more classic than that. This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and nail one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure. Early in this match, and these two have already unleashed some pretty heavy artillery on each other with no signs of relenting.
With the amount of absolutely visceral hate Punk and Drew have for each other, I think this match is going to need to be stopped before either of these men give up.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. McIntyre turns things around.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career. If this means the end of my career, so be it. Because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
Well, that just speaks volumes to how deeply under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre managed to get.
Ooh, great anticipation! Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said Punk. CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's knocked on there.
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back. Go to sleep. The lights are dimming for McIntyre.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Looks like the road crew left some tools under the ring, and it's going to get used again.
Hey, let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
McIntyre taking a peek under the ring now.
Grabbing the lumber, and things are starting to go off the rails here.
And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now.
Bang! Take a seat at the table.
Wielding the table like a weapon and causing chaos.
He's setting that table up in the corner.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. All right, and he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
Being supported by that table right now.
A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch. Oh, no. He's in the line of danger now.
Ooh, and fights back. Let's go. Kiss. Hit him, CM Punk. Shoulder up right away.
How on earth could he not keep him down?
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and
he lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
oh, smacked with the wrench.
He's in a very bad spot. Totally out of it.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective. And all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't gonna let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era.
Freaking Rollins as motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal. The people are singing.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul and WWE altogether. CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has it.
Beautiful Falcon Arrow.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pin. Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
Still fighting the good fight here. Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark. And Seth, so often the aggressor, so often the more experienced man in the ring, simply cannot match CM Punk at this juncture.
Taken down by the neck.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first. Stopping all that nonsense right now. But to clear out of the ring has to be all out of sorts right now. And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
And this one might be headed ringside.
A little cockiness here from Punk.
The visionary allowing us all to...
Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Traveling into the crowd now.
Have to be mindful of the count, though.
He comes back over the barricade, moving into the ring. And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
Oh, whipped directly into the steps. Punk dodges out in time.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
Unloading haymakers amongst the WWE Universe. Sliding back in under the ropes here. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Don't know what the plan is here.
Oh, you know, just mingling with the people. Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off that could give him the mental advantage tonight. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career, and now catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety, although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up? And a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp.
I don't know if it's resiliency. I don't know if it's sheer instinct. Takedown. Looking for the cross. Went for the submission, but the opponent got too close to the ropes.
Seth Rollins just goading his opponent.
A big kick to the gut. The clubbing forearm. Elbow to the midsection.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk? Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep. Seth has got to dig deep now.
Just barely making it out.
Rollins staying in this thing. Some could even say he's far too stubborn to have things end like that.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the Second City Saint, the voice of the voiceless, the ever-controversial CM Punk. A match years in the making has come to...
Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it.
fight.
Rollins lining it up.
Denied! RKO out of nowhere!
Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, Sing Him Punk!
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman.
Something's lost it.
So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking
Ladies and gentlemen,
each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. Taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand.
Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here.
Oh, down they go.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman. Always leeching off other people's talents. And CM Punk's corner tonight, though. The question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns. Staggering to his feet, he barely even knows where he is right now.
He'll make his way to the ring. Classic Rollins with a springboard knee strike. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty.
Punk looking to finish this with the Anaconda Vice. Cinch it.
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here. Over the elbow. Drop kick from behind. The focus squarely on Rollins there as the triple threat rules will continue to be a factor.
Ooh, a vicious shot right to the dome.
And able to skirt around that attack.
Rollins can't find any reprieve right now.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks. And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Let's see if Punk can find an answer after taking that. Using the cranium.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. So there's a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
Vicious stomp, and now crossface applied.
Oh, and he breaks up the hold. I could have sworn that was going to cause a tap. Targeting the stomach to reverse that maneuver. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived at the scene, was because of CM Punk.
Roman might have him.
Into the pin.
I don't believe it. Incredible resilience on display.
It's not often we see the tribal chief held up at the 1 yard line. You have to think Roman will want to dial up that maneuver one more time.
Oh. Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no.
Now, hold on. A manager should not be diving under the ring for anything. What's his scheme here? Punk avoids the attack. Punk devising something.
Driver spiked him.
And Reigns is vulnerable. Uh-oh. Telegraphed into a backdrop.
And gets sent right into the corner.
Rollins in complete control. Oh my, what is this?
I missed you. I wanted to knee you in the face again.
Ooh, snaps the leg across the head. Here you go.
Pedigree. Ooh, direct headshot. Just CM Punk.
He gets the kick out after the one.
Not quite enough to put him away.
Back into the ring now. Piercing chop. And Punk gets countered there. Uh-oh. Has to find a way out of this. Ooh, right to the throat. Crushing into the chair.
An extremely rough landing onto the chair. That pain's not going to go away anytime soon.
Look out!
Reversal. And that turns things around. Here we go. Inverted DDT.
Lights out.
Kick from behind. Ouch.
Avoided any damage, lad.
And it looks like, yeah, he's donning the crimson mask after that move. Hooked up.
Big clothesline. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door.
Sky high. Wow. Cross body.
Well-executed suplex.
Turning his insides out at this point. Hung out to dry. Rollins waiting in the corner. Here it comes. The stomach.
That could be Punk's demise.
Kicked out at one. Even the ref can't believe it.
How on earth?
Rollins is starting to lose his temper. He needs to put that aside and refocus.
Power slam incoming. No.
And snapped down with an inverted DDT.
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
Wants to finish this. Oh, he misses the mark.
He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
Seth Rollins has found his favorite equalizer, a steel chair.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
Quick evasion from him there.
Backs. Uh-oh.
Saw it coming. It counters it. You're a nagi, my Punk. He turns it. He makes the choice to abandon the hold. Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this? And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang! Spear! Stop! Everybody down!
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
GTS.
Is it enough for Punk?
2 count. Oh, kick out at 2.
As long as his heart is still beating and this, what's it going to take to end it? It might be this.
The golden sleep. GTS from Punk.
Reigns is in deep peril here.
There's 2, and he's still in the game.
Reigns able to get his shoulder up, and I don't know how many more times he can do that tonight.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin. Float over, and Punk now looking for the pinfall. Punk has beaten the odds, has defeated both Reigns moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, The Heart.
You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again?
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension from the top.
Elbow drop, good lord!
The champion clearly doing whatever it takes to retain their title here.
Michaels goes flying to the outside.
Looking to explore things ringside now.
Watch the quickness on this. Ouch! Whipped over in a snap suplex.
His Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
Hart back to the outside now. Now bringing the fight back into the ring. And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout.
And Hart is channeling the energy of this crowd.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count.
Taken down with a crucifix.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other.
Oh, this is just flat-out punishment. Takedown. If anything, I think that might have just set the champion off. The time for games is over.
Caught in the crossfire, the ultimate hazard of donning the stripes.
Just from a style standpoint, Bret and Shawn are totally opposite. Bret right on the arm. There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Bret, but squaring off in Montreal only adds to the importance of tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels secondary tonight, which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years.
And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like that kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit.
Butterfly suplex.
He's completely tied up.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Bret avoids impact.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other.
And an inverted atomic drop. One step ahead there. This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to... Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention.
Placed him in the corner here.
Monkey flip right on the money.
Hitman laying it into Shawn. Wants to always keep Shawn close, keep him grounded. That's pivotal for the champ tonight.
I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Taking this to the floor.
5, 6.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that...
Figure 4. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
5, 6.
And now he's back into the ring.
The official's count is getting as close as you can cut it.
And that was a well-executed attack. This personal rivalry goes so far back, you can see the seeds of it when they were the pin for the championship. Shoulder up, and the referee ends the count.
He's still fighting to keep in this thing.
The wherewithal to counter HBK. Impressive reversal from Michaels. Oh, my God, in the spine.
That'll make your legs go numb.
And averting damage there.
Crossbody wipes them out.
This is how Bret wanted it. A public assault of Michaels in front of the Canadian people.
And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise breakdown of his target that has made the Hitman who he is.
Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
Oh, he scouted that one. Michaels doing what he can to keep his pace in this matchup. Planted with a neck breaker. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena. Oh, and an inadvertent shot pierces our official.
Oh, no! Draped across the top rope.
He wants to put an end to things here. Reversed with a swift knee to the midsection.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
Bang!
Punch straight to the face, staves off the attack. Quick takedown there. And the Hitman continues to deliver irreparable damage onto Michaels.
Ooh, nice Russian leg sweep.
Making the climb to the top rope.
Wants to finish this.
Blast off! Wow! Cross body! Hart has flight in mind. Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
Whoa! Cross body.
Making his way to the top here. And he gets the better. And Bret on the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, tucked down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally tucked.
Big back body drop.
What elevation.
This is
Looking to end this.
the schoolboy. Shoulders down to retain.
Stopping the count, and I don't know why he won't just end this already. Connecting with the crossbody.
Bret Hart looking to finish this once and for all.
Sharp in the rope from Hart. A bit of safety here. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner,